Hello. It just told me I had a weak connection, but I'm not even connected to Wi-Fi, so I don't know how that's possible. Hey, how you hanging in there? Why not learn a new skill today, right? What else is there to do when we're all hanging at home right now with the COVID-19? I have one child sleeping. I have one child in his room playing his tablet. I have another child out here with me doing some homework. So if I get asked a math question, we're going to need your help.
Yeah, right.
And what do you mean, yeah, right? He goes, yeah, right. So let's jump right to it. If you jump on live, say hello. You'll know that I'm live if that little red box is in the corner of your screen. If I'm not live, that box will not be there. Still say hi to me and I'll come say hi to you. I'm going to try to kind of do this fast because I'd like to be able to save it and upload it to YouTube or like save it as a video because this is going to be a really great lesson. I actually have all of my makeup done right now, and I don't have eyebrows on. These are my 100% all natural eyebrow right now. So I'm going to give you like the full figure out how to shape your brow, figure out how to fill it in, figure out what colors to use when you have a brow palette like this that has 5 different things in it. And here's what's cool about mine is that it has all of the colors numbered. They're numbered. So I'm going to step by step tell you how to do it. 100% natural eyebrows to then completed eyebrows with a brow palette. So 2 tools, and this is awesome because both these 2 things right now are in a bundle. So if you're watching this and it's April, it is in a special bundle right now at 20% off on my website. So I will put all that in the comments or in the description of this video. So let's start. Here's step number 1. What you're going the how to figure out where the start of your brow should be, where to figure out where the center of your arch should be, that highest point of your arch, and where to figure out where your eyebrow should end. So you're just gonna take your brow artist brush. That's the one I'm gonna use this whole time. I'm not gonna use any other brushes. I might use my finger every once in a while, but I'm probably just gonna use this brush most of the time. So easiest way to figure that out is take your eyebrow brush that you're going to use with your palette, and you're going to start it at the edge of your nose, right at the corner of your nose, and you're going to hold it to the corner of your eye, okay? And we're going to extend that line. Actually, Jameson's learning about parallel lines right now. What was that? Now I'm hearing noises. Parallel lines right now. Okay. So hold it in a parallel line, nose to the corner of your eye, and wherever that brush hits is where your eyebrow is going to start. Now, a lot of people, your eyebrow isn't even going to reach that far. It may end right here. So what you're going to do, mine does end right there. So I don't have to make a mark. But what you're going to do if it doesn't, and you need to mark that spot, is you're going to take your brow artist brush. Hi, Jen. Hi, Mindy. Yay, hi, fun. I was just talking to Jen on Snapchat. I have one doing homework right now, Jen. You're going to take your brow artist brush in that number 1 powder, and you're going to make a mark right where that brush hit, okay? So corner of your nose, corner of your eye, up to your eyebrow. Right there is where your eyebrow needs to start, okay? So if yours doesn't start until over here, grab that brush, make a mark just like I did. Can you see that mark that I made? It's right on the beginning of my, oops, I extended it too long. I'll take that off later. It's just powder, okay? Then you're gonna go same point, corner of your nose, right through the pupil of your eyeball, and up to your eyebrow, and up to your eyeball, whatever. You're gonna go corner of your nose, pupil, and wherever that brush crosses over is gonna be the highest point of your arch. So mine is kind of there, but not really. I want to mark it. Now, as you get good at this, you're not even going to have to like measure anymore. Hold on, I got to get in front of my mirror correctly. So right over my pupil, I'm going to just put a mark on the top of my eyebrow with number 1 in this palette, okay? So do you see that mark? Again, I maybe extended that a little long. Third mark you're going to make, corner of your nose, corner of your eye, and this is where your eyebrow should end. So I have a few little tiny hairs that go out that far. Not very many, and it's very common that people's don't go that far either. They just don't grow that far over, or they've been over tweezed, or whatever the case may be, but it's very common for people's eyebrows to not go that far, okay? So now I have these 3 little marks. 1, 2, 3. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip. Oh, I should tell you too, this brow artist brush has 2 sides. So there's an angled side and there's a flat side, but they're both super compact bristles. This one just has a slight angle. My favorite way to do it with this first part is with the flat side. So I'm going to dip it into number 5. So I'm going 1 and 5 right now. This is a gel. These are powders. These are creams. So we're starting with the powders and the gel. I'm going to dip into number 1, and then I'm just going to lightly dip it into that gel, number 5. So I'm kind of actually making a cream. And then I'm going to mark the bottom and mark the top where I made that mark. And the reason I like to use this side is because it's usually about the width that you want the center of your eyebrow to be. So this pretty much matches the same size as my eyebrow. So it's kind of a good way to gauge it. Okay, I'm going to make a mark on the bottom of my eyebrow with that gel, and I'm just going to kind of fill them in a little bit more. Then we're going to go this side and this side. Hi, Lois. And I'm going to mark that one a little bit more. And then I'm going to mark a little on the bottom. And I'm actually kind of making a little V. You guys can see I made a little V there. Now we're just going to fill it in. Okay, I have to take that mark off because that's a little much there. So I didn't have any gel on that, so it's going to come off really easily. That was just powder. Now we're going to outline, and then we're going to fill in. So same colors, number 1 and number 5, the gel. I'm just mixing number 1 and 5. Now there's a bunch of ways that you can actually utilize this palette as far as how you want to make your eyebrows look. I'm kind of going for a dramatic look right now just for visual sake so you guys can really see. But if you didn't want to do the gel, so I'm connecting the dots. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm connecting that front mark to the center mark. And then I'm connecting it. Connect the dots. La 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 la. Connect the dots. And I'm slightly overlining on the end here because my eyebrows are very sparse on the outsides. So now you can see I have a pretty nicely filled in eyebrow here. I didn't know how to connect the dots right there apparently. All right, so I've got them lined on the top, lined and connected on the bottom. Now it looks like an eyebrow coloring book. See, I have spots that aren't filled in. So I'm going to actually wipe this off just to get the excess gel off. And we're going to start fresh with it. Same 2 colors, number 1 and number 5. If I hold this way, this is how it goes. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so number 1 again. Dipped into number 5, the gel. And now I'm going to make tiny little hair-like strokes going upward at this front spot of your eyebrow. Uh-oh, did I just hear Tori's door open? I mean, what a perfect time to learn a new skill, right? Uh-oh, here comes another child. okay. It's okay. What, JJ?
Huh?
Hi, Karen. Okay, so tiny little strokes. So what I'm doing is I'm just filling in, and you guys can see that my natural eyebrow hair color is really cool. It's not warm. I like warmth added to my eyebrows. So with this powder and this gel mixed together, it makes just a really good warm brown to fill my eyebrows in with. And so I'm just doing this super lightly. I am touching the skin underneath, but this gel also it attaches really well to your hairs and it stays there. Okay, so I'm just using number 1 to the arch of my eyebrow. Now I've got that filled in pretty good. I'm gonna go, hi honey, I'm gonna go on the back side now, and now is when I'm gonna switch my powder color, okay? Now the cool part about these palettes is you can pick blonde, brunette, or dark blonde, dark brunette, black. Okay, so you can put this, I'm using brunette. The colors aren't crazy different. There's just a little bit, you really can't go wrong. Like, you're not going to pick the wrong one for you. If you're a blonde, go with the blonde. If you're a blonde or a brunette and you like darker eyebrows, or if you're a blonde and like darker eyebrows, go with the brunette. If you have really dark eyebrows naturally, go with the dark. And if you're not sure what the heck to do, go with the brunette. Because they're all actually they're very similar. The dark one just has one really dark powder in it, so
It's already April 14th.
yes. Oh, yes it is. So now
Luckily, there's no
I'm going number 2 and gel. And this is what I'm going to fill the back sides in with. Because the back sides of our brows naturally usually have a little bit more oomph to them, or we want that little bit more definition in the ends. So same thing, and I'm just going in the direction of my hair strands. And for most people, some eyebrows can kind of grow all over the place, but in general, you want to go straight up right here, start angling a little bit once before you get to that arch, and then at the arch, you just pull it down and out. You don't want to pull it around too much. But I also like to have a fairly straight line right here that brings it up to the top. I just need to fill that in a little bit more. There. So now, look at what a difference that makes. Now this is a little bit dramatic because I wanted you guys to be able to see it. But if you took like an old spoolie, so if you had a mascara wand that your mascara is dried up and junk, wash it off with some soap and water. You'll have then a nice little spoolie that you can brush through them a little bit. Soften up the edges if you wanted, if you got a little bit too crazy with your lines. And I'm just kind of blending those colors really, really lightly. Really lightly. You don't want to rub off what you just did, but you want to soften them up. Okay. Then, here's my favorite part. This is my favorite part. The reason I love this brush so much. This sucker can go anywhere with you. Like, I just love it. But you're going to take the other side. You're going to take the angled side, okay? And here's where we're going to use number 3. This is pink. It looks pink. And number 4. And this is a highlight cream. So this is going to define the brows. This is where we're going to highlight the brow bone, okay? Watch this. It's so fun. Angled brush. I'm going to dip a little bit on both sides. So I'm keeping the tip of that brush really nice and tight and put together. Now this, again, this might have a little bit much on it. Oops, I gotta do one more thing. Okay. You want to get close to a mirror when you do this, but then you want to back up too and like look at it from a distance to make sure it looks okay. I'm gonna turn it down.
I scored a goal.
What are you doing now? Okay, so number 4. This is, oh, sorry, number 3, I mean. This is cream number 3. We are taking and we're going to outline the underneath up to the arch, just a tiny bit down. And then I'm just going to drag that line.
I got 1 score.
Did you already finish that one?
Nope.
Well, what are you doing then?
I'm playing the game after the questions.
Oh, okay. Can you turn it down a little?
Nope.
Why?
Because it's fun. Fine.
Thank you. And that's going to define that underneath side of your brow. You can also take this right here. Now, I've done videos like this before too, where you can use like your concealer to do this. Actually, I should find that video and share it with you guys too. And I'm just softly dragging it down to meet my eyeshadow. And all I'm wearing today for eyeshadow is the liquid eyeshadow in the color Giggly. It's so pretty. Okay, see, so now that side's defined. I mean, look at like the difference that this brow palette is making for me. It adds a whole new dimension to your face for sure. Okay, now let's do number 4. Last color we're going to use in this palette, number 4. All I did was wipe that angled tip off. So I'm using the same side I did for the pink number 3 cream. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at my finger. I smashed it the other day. I'm sorry if that...
I smashed mine in the toilet seat.
Jameson smashed his in the toilet seat. He did. I felt bad for him. And then I laughed. I smashed mine in the big shed door. Okay, the highlight powder, cream powder, now goes underneath the brow from the arch.
Mine's growing.
Out to the end. And this is where I like to just get it placed and then use my finger a little bit to blend it because it warms it up. I like to put a little bit on the top and the side of my brow there too. And then we just blend it. You can actually even dip your finger in there too. And just, oh, sun. There. So, see how easy that is? And look at the difference it makes in my face. I did take a before picture, so I'm going to take a before and after photo with my eyebrows filled in now with this palette versus not, so that you guys can see the difference and how fun it is. If you've never filled your eyebrows in before or you don't know what you're doing, this is a perfect time to learn. And it's not like you have to leave the house and you went a little too crazy on them. But I will tell you, the first time you fill your eyebrows in, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, what do I look like? You're not going to it's going to be hard to get used to. But it's not a bad thing because people will look at you and go, oh my gosh, what did you do different? And you can just be like, oh, I filled my eyebrows in a little bit. So that is it. So if you guys want to grab one of these palettes for 4 days only, if it's April and you're watching, 4 days only, this is discounted 20% with this brush. It is on my website under makeup, under eyes, under brows, and then under the brow bundle. So super awesome deal. Love these 2 products. I just posted about it before and how much these are 2 of my favorite tools in the entire arsenal of this of my arsenal next to me here. So thanks you guys so much for jumping on. If you want to share this out, go ahead and share it out. This is my business page. So share it out. Teach your friends during quarantine how to fill their eyebrows in. And obviously you can use anything you have at home. If you have eyeshadows that are similar in color to your eyebrows, if you have even eyeliner pencils work, eyebrow pencils work, but practice that, making a mark from your nose to the center, nose to your pupil, and nose to the corner of your eye, and you will get the perfect shape for your face. Okay, we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.